Even though he's been gone for more than a year, former President Nelson Mandela still has our hearts. And tourists hoping to Madiba out on a trip to South Africa now have new ways to see all the Mandela sites out there. South African Tourism partnered with the Nelson Mandela Foundation to create a new app based on Madiba-inspired tourist attractions. The app is a map that encourages people to travel the country and walk in the footsteps of our nation's greatest hero. The app features tourist sites and general places of interest that define Mandela's life. Right now, we're in Robben Island, so let's go and see what the app has to show us about this part of Madiba's life. Using geolocation tech, the GPS-enabled app uses location-based services to establish proximity from Madiba-inspired tourist attractions. The attraction the user is visiting and provides real-time information to give you more of an enriched experience. Using geolocation tech, the GPS-enabled app uses location-based services to establish proximity from Madiba-inspired tourist attractions, the attraction the user is visiting, and provides real-time information to give you more of an enriched experience. Within the app, the visited attraction is accompanied with features such as written information, audio, and other relevant information, including contact details, map previews, and photo galleries. The app also includes an itinerary builder, helping to make it as easy as possible for those wanting to visit numerous attractions to best plan their route. The app gives you a great overview of the life of the man that became the father of democratic South Africa. But there's another immersive experience that is playing out right here on Robben Island. Google Maps released the first ever Street View imagery of Robben Island, as well as an audio-visual tour hosted on Google Cultural Institute just 5 days before Freedom Day. This global heritage landmark is now accessible from anywhere in the world. It features a guided tour of the island and a virtual visit to Mandela's prison cell and Robert Sobukwe's house. Google Maps also supplies teaching notes to help educators understand the significance of the World Heritage Site.
We've taken Street View imagery, we've digitized a lot of the content around the archives of the island, and we're making that available through a dedicated website to the hundreds of millions of people who have access to the internet, but who might not be able to actually visit the island, so that they can have a really rich experience of what it's like to actually be here. When users go to the site, they can expect to see some imagery that's very similar to what they might experience with Street View. So anybody who's used Street View in the past will know that you can actually travel down a street, so to speak. The difference here is that we've actually taken some footage inside the prison, which gives you a sense of what it was like in some of the cells. Layered on top of that, you've got images from the time the prisoners were actually here. So for instance, there's a particular image of Mandela's cell when he had books on his shelf. So there's a real personal story and a real personal history that's layered onto the Street View imagery, which is very different to what you might expect from a typical Street View experience.
The tour can be accessed on smartphones, desktops, and from Google's Cultural Institute, where Robben Island Museum will host 5 exhibits depicting the history for the island. The Nelson Mandela Center for Memory will also update their Cultural Institute exhibits with new layouts and add street view panoramas of Robben Island. It's the past marrying the future. You've never been so close to history, or to Madiba for that matter. You now have the ability to find, experience, and share the best attractions, points of interest, and memories that this country has to offer.